Welcome back to the channel, Part-Time Camper. We're pretty much done for the season camping. We're pretty busy the rest of the year, so we're going to go ahead and winterize our camper. If we go out again, we'll just de-winterize it and do it all process all over again, but more than likely we're not going to go out again. So anyway, let's get started. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find your hot water heater. Usually you can look on the outside of the camper. We were just looking there. You know, that's your hot water heater, that open right there. So you just go in, you can kind of find where it's at. You're going to want to get under there, and you have these three valves. Cold side going in to the hot water heater, and this is where your hot comes out. So what you want to do is block this off. You do not want any water going into the hot water heater, or in this case, we're going to be putting RV antifreeze in the lines. So you're just going to want to turn this so it's shut off. Normally these valves, when they're running, you know, parallel here with the line, that means it's flowing. So just turn these two off, turn this one on. So this now bypasses the hot water heater, so the water will come in here, go straight up and around, back through. It will no longer go into the water heater, so you don't want to fill this up with antifreeze. So, which is going to be the next step. We're going to go out and we're going to drain the hot water heater. So, mine is a 15/16 plug. So right here's your plug. You're going to want to remove this. Now, we just got done cleaning the camper up, so we've got some hot water in here. So if you do, watch out when you open this up. The water may be a little bit hot, so best to probably let it cool off. Also, you want to make sure you go inside and you want to make sure that your water heater is off, electric and gas. And go ahead and turn your water pump off too. Just turn all this off. So anyway, you're gonna come out here and get up in there, and you just loosen this. And the water is gonna start coming out, so that's fine. It'll be under a little bit of pressure. You can see it squirting out of there. I'm going to get a bath. Let some of the pressure off here. Open this water valve and your relief valve here. So then go ahead and just take it the rest of the way out. Go ahead and open this back up. It'll let it flow on out a lot faster. So anyway, just let that drain, and I'll be back with you here in just a second. Okay, the next thing you're going to want to do once the water heater is drained is go down, and you're going to find your low point drains, and you're going to drain them. My camper is a little different than what I've seen on a lot of them, but under here, right there they are, the red and blue lines. As you can see, mine does not have a valve down here. I don't know if that's normal or not. A lot of them have valves down here you can turn on and off and drain the system, but basically that's going to drain all the water out of the water lines. This is your low point drain. I'll show you where mine's at, the valves. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but it is what it is, so let's go do that. There's the water heater, so it's done draining. Most everyone just throws their plug in there like that. You can just close up the water heater. Just close it up. The plug will be in there. Okay, so now the low water drains Mine is, here's my sink, bathroom. I had to take this panel off. My duct work is, and I had to get under here and move this. There's the valve for the cold water side. Just pull that. And here's the hot water. It's right in there. So yeah, it's kind of a pain, but you just pull those. You know, I had to go ahead and turn on some water, get it some air, and it's probably done draining. There's a little bit still coming out there, so, but you know, you just let those drain, get all the water out that's still in there. So all right, I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so the low point drains have drained all the water out. Go back in and just go ahead and put under here. Shut these off, or in most cases it's outside there. Just make sure you got those shut off right there, because if you don't, all your antifreeze is going to go out the low point drain, which you do not want. So I'll put this back together later. So now we've got the hot water heater bypassed. We've got the hot water heater drained. We've got the low point drained. So now we are going to run the antifreeze through the lines. So this is the first time I've used this system. Last year I just dumped it in the fresh water tank, which reminds me we need to go out and drain the fresh water tank. So here's my drain for my fresh water right here. So drain your fresh water tank. Just let that run. You're not going to be taking water from that, but you do need to drain it. So, but as I was saying, I put mine in the fresh water tank last year, and it took like 7 gallons of antifreeze. This stuff's about $2.50 a bottle, so, you know, the way I understand it, this 2 gallons here should be more than enough doing it this way. Basically, you have a hose here, you have your water pump. Just like the hot water heater, we're going to bypass the fresh water tank, which is this valve here. It's pumping from here. This hose goes down to the fresh water tank, then it pumps up and runs through there. So we want to shut that off, and then we open this here. And the way this camper came with this already installed, this system, you can buy these and install these if you like, and your camper doesn't have one. So basically, I understand it, you just stick the hose down in the actual bottle of antifreeze. Okay, we're going to turn our water pump on, and as you can see, it is, there you go, it's pumped itself up, and it is taking in the antifreeze. It's already went down quite a bit. So we'll just come up here. I'm going to turn on the cold water side, and it's going to come out a little bit of water, but you just want to run this until you have pink coming out of there pretty well. And there you go, that's quite a bit. And what'll be good about that, you put it down in the P-trap too here. So then we'll go to the other side here. Close this window, the lighting's not the greatest here. So we'll do the hot water side here. Again, you just run it. So you see pink coming out. There we go. Okay, go in here. We'll do the shower. Just turn it on. Hot water side. Some people take their nozzle off and just run it straight out of there. I just go ahead and run mine through the nozzle. So there you go, just let it run. So, and it looks like we need to switch bottles. So just take switch the bottle. Okay, back in here, turn this on. We already had pink coming out, so we should be good. Turn the water pump back on. There we go, we're gonna have a little bit of air probably. There we go. Turn the cold side on. There we go. Pink coming through. Do the bathroom sink. There. Cold side. Okay. You want to do the toilet. There we go. And last we're gonna do is I have an outside shower. So just turn on the hot. And if it kills the grass, it kills the grass. So be it. Alright. Run it through the cold side. There we go. Okay. That's it. You have everything winterized. And it pretty much took the whole 2 gallons. So go ahead and turn your hot water pump, or turn your water pump off, and that's it. You completed it. So now, next time I'm probably going to buy 3 gallons because I ran pretty close there. Plus, I'm probably going to have to go get another gallon because I like to come back and always pour just a little bit down these P-traps just to keep them. I know we already ran some through the get the other one. I know we already ran some through, but just in case, I always like to dump some through. So but I'll probably get another gallon here to make sure. So there's some in here, but I'm going to go ahead and throw a little more in. That just keeps that seal in your toilet. There's a rubber seal in there, so I just kind of keep that lubed up and keep it working. So basically that's it. Your camper is winterized. So when you open it back up again in the spring, you're just gonna, go backwards in the process. You just, you're gonna open up your, you're gonna run fresh water into your freshwater tank. You're gonna want to pump that through all your lines, clear out all that antifreeze that's in your lines, and then once you've done that, then open up your hot water heater and go ahead and fill it up with water and everything. You do not want to open up your hot water heater first, because if you open it up first, then before you clear the lines out, then you're going to have antifreeze in your water heater, and you do not want that. So, anyway, that concludes the video. Thanks for watching. Alright, I said I know end of the video already, but one last thing I do, and I do this after every camping trip that we go on when I store the camper. So, mine's a Norcold refrigerator. I don't know if all refrigerators have this or not, but you see this little thing here. You open it up, it's a little notch, slides in and out. Okay, you can take, and you're closing that, just be pushing on that little lever right there. Okay, and that didn't work. Okay, and just be pushing on it. There you go. It locks that door. It's out just a little bit here. There's a crack in there. Okay, that lets air circulate in there. Well, it doesn't get moldy or musty smelling or anything, and it works the same way with the freezer up here. So I'm winterizing the camper. I'm going to do this, but like I said, every time after a trip, you know, we're going to be storing the camper for a while, I do this no matter what. Now, one time I messed up and I figured something out. Let's say you set this, okay, you come home, clean your camper out, and you're going to go take it and put it in storage. Okay, you do this and you take off down the road, put it in storage, unhook from it, go back home. These, as you're going down the road, will vibrate and they will end up closing. Okay, this will work its way out and it'll close. Okay, so when you get to storage, this thing is closed back up. So I usually just wait till I get to storage and then do that and leave them propped open. You won't have any issues there. So just another little trick that you know, the salesman I bought the RV from didn't even know this. I showed him. I said, "Oh, hey, this refrigerator has the little latches." He goes, "Oh, that's what those are for?" So, you know, a lot of people don't know about that, but that'll keep your refrigerator fresh. So, all right, this is the end of the video.